or
Listen, Tick,
This
it's,
option.
it's time I give you Freya philosophy in characters. You can't actually talk back.
I need to
but-
get the apprentice. Go on.
Until then,
Yes. Upload Craig's philosophy to my fucking brain.
what?
Put it in my
I will-
Disco Elysium thought
What?
cabinet.
like honestly, it's because Wes is a smart guy. He might eat that shit up. But Tick is telling you you're.
Oh, that's
fucking
right. That's
wrong,
right. I almost forgot. Tick +4 morality.
That's for morality. That's for morality.
Mac, can you go ahead? Can you go ahead and make that a sticker?
I can.
I'm gonna find a way to nuke this game so we
Right
can
side.
move on to I will find a way to nuke this game so we can move on to a different one. I will play Babylon 5.
Yeah.
I'll just kill you.
I will find a way to nuke this game so we can just move on to Babylon 5.
Anyway, I
I
need to make.
love that everyone rolled twice.
Do you think the game where I'm playing as a telepathic space fascist is going to be better for you?
I think.
Do you think that's going to be better for you?
How about Red? Just tell me what happened last time.
Well, what happened last time is, us dealing with the matter of assassination, mostly, the killing of Tsar, as we came together to come up with a plan that works best to ensure our proper success. I think Wes's plan was to, of course, lure him into a place where he can come meet us, meet him specifically, and then we ambush, kill him, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Though Tula brought up some doubts, maybe we should get some information, not going blind, so we don't really know the full skill set of Tsar or anything else, and hope we can find some information. And she went off to go, hopefully gain info from Val, while Marcy went off to go talk to Navith, who seems to know everything that needs to be known around the school. And while that's going on, West and Miro decide to do a switcheroo, giving him a note to meet up and make sure they can set that up for that time slot. Though unknown to Miro at the time, West was setting up two notes. One was the one that Miro was aware of, and another one was one he would pass on to Tsar personally to ensure he was aware that there was an ambush, he was being betrayed, and that the jig was apparently up. But like I said, while that's going on, Tula went off to go talk to Val to try to get some information about Tsar, mainly in fighting style or about what to expect when facing him or anything like that that could be of use. And so far for Val, there was not much consequences for Tsar. His fighting style wasn't really well known. He didn't really make much of his name for himself outside, of course, gaining that apprenticeship. And even his master was very much a unknown factor. Darth Viz, V-I-Z, sorry, who seems to be.
No, I think you were right.
Yeah,
The Rizzler.
Rizzler, yeah, you're right. He seemed to have taken him in, but he was more of a person of brain than his brawn, necessarily. So keep an eye out in that regard. And of course, outside of the paranoia that Tula already knew from engaging with him, there's not much information to go off of. Even when Marcy went off to Navith, she seemed to have the same information for her as well. The fact that Tsar's fighting style, like I said, wasn't really known, but don't ever overestimate. He's more of a schemer. And she also volunteered to Marcy that she may have a way for them to get out of here without going for Tsar. Something that works out best for everyone. And of course, though your friends might not like it, Marcy said she'll think about it, but they still have a mission to take care of as they came back together to talk about what needs to get done. And like I said, Wes and Miru went off to leave a note for Tsar, though they did see him walk in the hallway. And Wes was quickly able to bump into him to pass along the notes, as well as place that note for Mirror to see and never doubt, as everything was set in place. And we went off to meet up with Tsar, or Wes went to meet with Tsar, and we all were going to be hidden away. Though we did offer Wes a chance to, at the very least, not have to be the one to deal the final blow, because it does seem like he's struggling with this, but regardless, he has to be there to see it all work out, because, well, we don't want Tsar to get the jig, realize that the jig has been up. Though Tula did get a call from Val. Apparently something has happened, an escape essentially, and security was breached. And apparently Crom wishes to speak with us. Something to be very concerned about, because it seems this may be a lesson, or some very painful one. Though they'll give us time to deal with the Tsar situation, but regardless, Crom will not be kept waiting for long. Even when Tula brought us up to Wes and everyone else, he suggested we stay 30 minutes and then we go off. Though Tulis and everyone else seem to be more concerned about making sure this is taken care of before that, because Crom is not someone you want to piss off, especially since he gave us this task. Regardless, 30 minutes went by and no sign of Zara anywhere, and we couldn't keep Crom waiting, so we made our way immediately there, though some of us a bit dejected or a bit concerned as we made our way to a very upset Crom and Val, apparently, as he, had a conversation with us showing that there have been many attempts to escape, but not all of them have worked out, of course, and people who get foolish ideas, and showed us a video playing out of apparently Zara escaping, while apparently sneaking in and getting caught, killing everyone in his path, getting his way to a ship, stealing it, flying off, getting shot, but being able to at least get the warp drive going and get out of there. Though more likely he had to land somewhere since the coordination was damaged, and apparently more likely land on Drummond Cass, which is the seat of the Empire. There's a chance to catch him, but more likely if he gets lost there and goes underground, then he'll be lost forever. Something that's probably very upsetting for Crom. And of course, Marcy stepped up, wanting to prove herself to Crom and to show that she can certainly kill this Zar fellow and gain his favor, and as well as show her abilities. Crom seemed to not necessarily dismiss, but take into consideration as he turned to the rest of us and started demanding answers. There, of course, was a bit of panic and fear as he turned to Wes, apparently, demanding exactly what note was passed along, as it became pretty obvious through the cameras and such they had. I knew that Wes had apparently passed a note to him. And, Tula didn't believe it, and in a bit of panic tried to influence Crom's ire to some other mindset, to not go against Wes, or at least realize that he's not the one who did it. And didn't really work out that well for her, as Crom's mind was very much not one you want to mess with, as he got up and placed a hand on Tula's mind and turned the tables on her, to where she was the one who had these thoughts of betrayal from West and turned against him as well, with anger and fear, asking exactly how did he do, as West seemed almost unwilling to answer as he looked at Crom and basically told him the truth, that he was the one who did it. And things kind of fell apart from there, as Marcy pointed out that West seemed to have put her life on the line, because if Crom had attacked him, she was going to put her life down there, and we will all follow suit, of course. Everyone shouting at West, upset, disbelief, all emotions, all negative, as our group's trust was deteriorated further. And though West seemed willing to put his life on the line, but he wasn't prepared to face his friend's disappointment and wrath, essentially. And though Crom was in his right to kill West, he decided not to. Crom's abilities and abilities to heal was too useful to, and make sure his life was spared, essentially. And though that he would have to live the consequences, he was not going to help Val out with a project of hers. The rest of us could do whatever we want, apparently, as well as the fact he gave, I believe, Marcy a task, not to go after Sar, of course, but to take down someone else. I believe it was was it the Sith killer? I believe was what he tasked her with, and then if she was able to bring an end to him, then she would become his apprentice, essentially. And Marcy took it. Either she would die trying, or she would succeed, basically, as she left, and we all did. On various stages of disbelief, as we did have a bit of conversation with Wes, trying to understand, especially since he seemed so distrusting of us and willing to turn against us, or as Marcy even put it, willing to put a life of a stranger over our own. Wes didn't seem to have much to say in that regard, other than the fact he thought it was what he must do. After that, he went off with Val to go to her project, as he seems to be holding a familiar person there. A familiar Twi'lek, as he suggested, I'm going to do something to her, and you're going to heal her. And spends, a long time down there, as whatever torture or whatever thing she was helping her with, Wes was healing her, and then repeat cycle over and over again, as he had no rest or food throughout the night. I think as well, Val, of course, told him to keep such information hidden from anyone else, or your life is forfeit, essentially. And they even had a bit of a conversation about the light side and the dark side, Jedi, good and evil, that Wes seemed to actually listen to and take into a bit of consideration. While that nightmare is going on for Wes, Tula went off to the library to gain more information about the planet that Sar had went to, while Marcy spoke to Navis with, well, the feelings of disheartenment as the fact that her brother had basically essentially got her killed or tried to get her killed through her eyes, and the fact that well, she determined more than anything else to get them off this planet, but trust is probably no longer there for her. And of course, Navis brought up the point that she had an escape route. It maybe involves slavery, someone else's property, probably the only way you can get out of here, but it's an option if they want. And Marcy did take that into consideration. As long as the planet got them out without too much trouble, maybe it'll be worth it in the long run. And I think as well, the next day, Tula got a call from Val as well with her telling her that Wes had failed her, that apparently this Twi'lek, our familiar Twi'lek, needed some assistance, and of course Val fully believes Tula can help. She just went off to a library to learn this ability that could be useful to her, that could save her life. And learn it Tula did, though it wasn't necessarily healing, I think, that she gained from that holocron. And I think that's where I ended last.
Well, she did give you a holocron. It's just that internalizing a lot of those teachings. Nothing really about healing there, is it?
Yeah. Weird. Val would never lie to me.
Feel free to bring it up with her, as it is evening now for you. But what would the others have been doing while Tula is busy learning from holocrons? Wes would have been sleeping for most of the day, because otherwise I'm gonna penalize you. Did you remove some strain and wounds, Wes, last time?
No, because you didn't tell me to.
Feel free to heal one of each, because you're gonna like actually rest, so it's gonna take up most of your day. Actually, no, like the strain, never mind. The strain, you can heal them completely. It's just that, yeah, all the strain and one wound. But what about you two? Miru and Marcy.
I think, I think Marcy's gonna go off on her own for a bit. Wander around. She doesn't really want to talk to most people right now. Shit kind of sucks.
Listen, you can take at least a day off. Wes is nowhere, like Wes is busy, sort of resting.
The anger is gone. The actual despair at the fact that my brother basically did just decide my life was meaningless. That's still there, though.
What about you, Miru?
Honestly, probably give Marcy some space right now. I don't think talk to her right now is a good idea.
Okay.
I think she would approach Marcy, but Marcy would say like, "Leave me alone." She would leave her alone for now.
Marcy wouldn't be that mean, but like it's very clear that Marcy is like not engaging in the conversation
Yeah,
that much.
yeah,
It's entirely
yeah.
reactive.
Yeah, there's like no point talking to her if that's the case, or like, pushing it.
Yeah, and the day would mostly go by uneventful until, well, later in the evening, as Wes, you would wake up. Not sure if there's anything you want to do. You are muted if you're talking.
Oh no, do we lose him?
Damn. Okay, well, moving on. Tula.
The winning move. The only way to win.
This not to play.
He's back.
Oh, wait, he's back.
It's 6
I
o'clock.
didn't leave. You just caught me while I was mid drinking my energy drink.
So yeah, Wes, when you wake up, well, what would you like to do? Anything?
avoid these people for now.
Damn. Okay. Listen. I love this. I love this. Okay, Tula. You spend most of the day focusing, sort of internalizing some of these teachings. You've gained quite a bit of insight. Nothing about healing, though. Quite a lot of information about. Did I mark your new career skills? I don't.
I think you just told me I have the
Specialization.
specialization and I can put points into it. So I did put points into
You
it.
get some new careers. Let me check if they're so coercion,
Yeah.
discipline. They're already. We have the. Yeah, no, you have.
You're good. I don't have.
Lightsaber.
Okay.
I think you have all the stealth. No, you don't have stealth. There you go. There's stealth.
Yeah. There's stealth.
Another one.
Melee. I think it gives me melee as well.
Have the other. So, for now, but again, you can buy talents in it now, and the acolyte tree is pretty good. Again, no healing. It does seemingly. The holocron contains a lot more information, and it's mostly about harnessing your emotions to fuel your strength. And well, it has some rather interesting ideas about fighting styles as well.
Gotcha. Okay. First, before I ask questions, did I heal any of my strain at all?
Not for now because you haven't rested.
Okay. I didn't know if I rested after we went to bed and I woke up. One Val told me to come to the office or not. Someone
Did you have the
asked.
strain
Okay.
before that?
Yeah, I did.
Then yeah, like every full rest heals your strain.
Ah, gotcha. Thank you. Okie dokie. I assume Val's next to me or here, right?
Well, she's not here. She has other things to do, but you can easily reach out to the comm link.
Yeah, she will. Master, I don't know if this is like the wrong one.
Oh dear.
I don't see if there's anything that could be used to help with Zest at all. There's no healing in this one.
Isn't it?
No. Should I
Well,
do something about that?
No, it's my mistake. I will have to bring this up with the archivist.
Mhm.
I hope I didn't waste too much of your time then.
No. I assume this is a mistake. Is Zest gonna be all right though?
Well, I was on my way to reach out to Wes for another healing session, so should be fine. Hopefully, he will be a bit more engaged this time.
Okay. What's wrong with her? Is she hurt?
She is going through some. Don't worry. I will once I have some time, I will explain things fully. Feel free to leave the holocron in the room, and I'm sure the librarians will take care of it. I made sure to let the cantina know you can have dinner and go to rest.
Very well. Yeah, I don't. Okay. Very well. Just let me know if there's anything else I can do.
Yes, of course. I'll talk to you later.
And she will hang up the phone because she trusts this lady a little bit too much right now to question these things a little bit deeper.
Why wouldn't you trust her? Just a mistake. It's a silly mistake.
Honest. It must have been an honest mistake that this, of course, because Val makes mistakes sometimes. Tula is a bit concerned in that regard, but she's more concerned with Zest right now. What exactly fighting styles does this holocron speak of, Grunt?
Speaks of all of them and none of them. It sort of it's a philosophy that it tries to impart that seems to that one should be their own person, and while learning from others also integrate into your own personalized approach.
Interesting.
That seems to be the entire theme, if you could call it. The ability to become stronger through your own power, rather than relying on anyone else.
Very sound advice. Weird glowing red holocron.
The ancients had wisdom.
I think
Heated.
Tula could understand that, especially with her new mindset right now. But she will place the holocron back and make her way to the cantina. Deep in thought.
Was you're hanging out? Were you gonna rest in the locker room in the storage?
Yeah.
Your comm link is beeping.
Hello?
Wes, I hope you are up. I do have need of you.
Of course. Where can I meet you?
Meet me in front of the infirmary.
Yes, ma'am.
As yeah, I presume you go there. As you arrive, she's gonna greet you. It's like lovely. She's gonna toss you a sandwich and a drink. I assume you haven't had breakfast.
No, master. I thank you.
Eat up, get your strength. This will probably take most of your night again.
I'll nod and begin eating.
That doesn't take too long to finish your improv breakfast. I was gonna say, did she take you to the infirmary last time, or did she take you to the prison?
I think it was
To the prison.
Prison,
Yeah.
yeah. So this is just a change of scenery for you, Wes. In fact, the infirmary. As she eventually is gonna lead you inside, and there's not that many people here, but there's a couple you can see that are resting. And as she takes you to a side room, you can see Zez is lying in a bed with different apparatuses kind of stitched in, monitoring her vitals. There she is. Feel free to do your thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Feel free to roll me 4 force dice.
All right. Give himself more to the force. So I'm going to explain how I got better at it in a day.
A dark die, I believe.
Can you just stop? When you guys do this kind of shit all the time, I never make comments. I don't.
Oh,
Fuck you.
one more morality. One more to go.
Fuck
The
you.
question is, are you gonna use all that force?
Yes.
Okay.
1 plus 1.
Yeah,
I need
so
to add.
No.
minus 3.
Here's the thing. I got stronger with healing, so I'm hoping to outpace her damage.
Um,
Lol, Lamau.
I need to add more pictures.
Can I just stop? Can you guys just stop? Seriously, you guys literally dive towards the dark side. And Zaz betrays me in every game lately, so I don't understand why you
You
guys
betrayed
make
me in this game.
that. Fuck you. That's what.
Damn.
You betrayed your sister.
I didn't.
now I'll
It
say
just
this,
I wasn't.
mechanically speaking, the problem is when you roll a force die, you have 1 force point to spend. Like the initial heal requires you to spend 1. So when
I
you
don't understand.
the sense is that you're not gonna be better at healing unless you get your force rating up.
I will work on that then.
So at this point, I would say, so when in the beginning, it's better you kind of get the basic power and at most maybe 1 level, and then just kind of focus on getting your force rating up to 2.
Yeah, but didn't I get magnitude and something else?
Yeah, magnitude lets you heal multiple people, but again, you don't have the
Oh.
force to spend on those things. You
Sorry,
can't
I was
generate it.
thinking strength. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, but even for strength, you still
Okay.
need more.
You're right. It's
So
fine.
at the moment, I would say stop spending XP in this and just focus on your talent tree and getting your force rating to 2.
Perfectly fine. Looking forward to it. I'm not that actually far away from that.
But yeah, as you keep at it for like another 2 hours, you can feel that again, the corrupting sensation. Managed to do a pretty good job, but there are certain changes to her body that you are sort of counterbalancing. It seems like it's sort of decaying. Not decaying. What's the word? Kind of sort of becoming malnourished, rather. It's as if there's an intense exhaustion now. It's less severe than it was yesterday, but like this still would kill her. You kind of push against that and manage to keep her healthy as you're able to take a break. As Val is there with more snacks, and puts them down and looks at Zess and says, "It's an admirable job you're doing."
Thank you, ma'am. I noticed that she is withering away. Are you well, you probably already are thinking of this, but are you inserting nutrients into her? Is it something, is it a parasite?
You could say that. You could say that. Although, fortunately, there are no nutrients that can really stave off the force. Only the force that can deal with that. But since we're here, Wes, I'm willing to. I realize I can't keep asking you to do this. Other duties you must attend to. I've been observing you throughout your entire endeavor. If you wish, I can take some of the load off.
That would be appreciated, ma'am.
Me to be able to do that, though, I need to understand a bit better how this force healing of yours manifests.
Okay. Well, I tend to draw upon the force and
Not asking you to actually tell it to me. It's more of I'll learn it from you situation.
Oh.
Brain scans are a wonderful thing.
Grunt.
Yes.
Isn't my usefulness the fact that I can heal people?
I mean, yeah.
I just happened to go on Discord. The episode where Tick dies. Grunt.
I didn't put that there.
I'm just saying, Grunt. Awfully suspicious that she asked me that and that popped up. I don't know.
I think it was there before that, but yeah.
Okay.
I assure it will not be an invasive procedure and just from a couple of brain scans and figure out how well, I have some knowledge of That's sorcery as well. Very rudimentary, so nothing you need to worry about.
Wes is hesitant, but nods slowly in agreement.
Ah, well. Lovely, then. Right this way.
While they're walking, Sith sorcery?
Ancient teachings of powerful Force users and Sith that allow one to draw upon the power of the Force and manipulate it in much more predictable ways. Almost like a semi-scientific approach.
That sounds rather interesting.
The reason why I was drawn to it myself, but it is a vast subject and I am woefully unprepared, but I have enough to be able to help me replicate certain abilities. Just gonna gesture for you, it's gonna lead you off to a more kind of like a secluded area. Gonna draw some curtains around the bed. Gonna gesture for you to sit down. Just gonna like put some sensors onto you. Now, you just gonna start like hooking you up like this machine. Gonna insert an IV in. Don't want you to lack those nutrients. Don't worry, we'll be here. I like looks at the clock. 6 hours. Should be done by morning. And I think this bed is preferable to your little storage area.
Yes.
Wonderful. Sit tight, and I will just be checking some of the readings I can get. Try to use your horsepower once, but you're gonna go to the machine next to you. Roll me a force dice.
Yeah,
It's
watch
really
it. It's
funny
gonna
if
be
it's
dumb.
another dark side. I will
It's gonna
laugh
be a
my
joke.
ass off.
I need to. I'm watching carefully.
I
Okay.
will laugh my ass off.
I am watching carefully.
It will be, because you know
It'll
why?
be a double dark die.
No,
Ah,
See.
fuck.
as you do channel, and as you channel it, your eyes kind of feel heavy. Don't even realize when you fall asleep. Meanwhile, see, Marcy, Miru, do you return eventually to the storage area to sleep, or like what's the plan?
Yeah,
I mean, eventually she's gonna go back to sleep. Yeah.
yeah.
Are you not gonna eat anything all day? Are you just gonna?
I mean, damn. Does Mossy find any fucking loser who has like food she can steal?
Probably you could like, you could probably see some acolytes you could rob.
Yeah, why not, man? I need food.
I thought we were, because I did this, I thought they were gonna get food for like 3 days.
Did she say that? I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure that's what that.
Promised them they'd get food.
Damn.
I
Then,
lied.
Then yeah, no.
I
No, it's fine. I just didn't remember. But yeah, no, that's probably makes sense.
Don't worry, Marcy. I got your back. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna let you
I
fall that
guess
easily.
yeah. Then yeah, Val would inform all of you that you have 3 days of food because of Wes's.
Oh, that's cool. Then yeah, Mossy's gonna take the food and fucking eventually she'll go back to sleep. But yeah, Mossy spends most of her time outside the temple right now. She's just wandering around.
Miru, are you doing anything?
She'll probably speak to Marcy after this. She'll give her one day of soaking, but she can't just soak too much.
Well,
Be prepared for the exact same conversation that we had last section.
That's true.
um,
It was the exact same conversation, and we don't need to play it out.
I'm gonna say then for you two as well, just kind of eat and then go to sleep.
I think there's some spending time at the library for a little bit, but nothing she's specifically looking for.
Yeah, well, eventually as morning arrives for all of you. I would say Miru and Marcy. Wes hasn't returned. Storage room is just with the two of you.
Yeah. Listen, Mossy said to Navith, maybe he needs to drown a little bit.
Damn. What about you, Miru? It's been a day of sulking.
I mean, what are we supposed to do here? Like, West, let them drown. West told us this. Why is this to? He could have talked to us.
State mandated roleplay. I guess I'll move on.
Yeah,
Honestly,
like,
Mossy, I'm gonna tell you. Mossy, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna go explore some of the nearby ruins. She very clearly, I will say it's not too hard. You can tell she very clearly is still worried about Wes, but like she is like not gonna go and like save him right now. She really doesn't want to. If he's still in danger in like a few days, I don't know. Maybe she'll go do it.
Well, Miru, are you gonna reach out to Kula, or are you just gonna?
I mean, I'm gonna ask for too. I assume we talked to fucking the cafeteria.
Well, don't assume because you didn't talk at the cafeteria.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether it was just fucked off. But
You're so right, Red. You're so right. I should talk. I should keep talking to Navith. I almost forgot.
Yeah, I'm not sure what. I'm not sure what Tula wants to talk because I'm not sure if Tula's grabbed
why
food
you
and
should
fucked off.
call her on the comlink if you want to talk to her. Otherwise, then no, I'm not assuming you had conversations you didn't have.
She's tripping.
Hello?
Hey, Tula. So, how's it going right now?
I'm currently in the library trying to look busy. Did something happen?
No, Marcy's just wanting to explore some ruins again. It's nothing, but I'm kind of worried about. Her. Most been quiet most days.
That's an understatement. I think more than anyone else, has a right to be pissed about the whole situation. How are you feeling?
Well, mostly kicking up my feet for now. Not much to do.
We could spar if you want to do something. Walk around. There's not a lot of places we can really go. And I know, well, Marcy has bigger tasks to handle and worry about right now as well.
If you can, let's see if that Sith knowledge is up to task.
Yeah,
Maybe you learned a few things by now.
I don't know if she wants to talk to any of us about it right now.
No, I don't. No, I don't feel she wants to right now.
Yeah. But yeah, I can offer you a very bad sparring match if you want. Or
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe. Never say never.
I'm telling you what right now what's gonna happen, but I'll meet you at I don't know. I'll meet you.
That's probably at the storage room, whatever. And there's no cameras here. At least ones that are visible.
I'm not sure if you want to have a lightsaber battle in such an enclosed space, but why not?
I mean, only you have a lightsaber. It's fine.
I still have my vibro blade.
Fair enough.
I'll meet you.
See you then.
She will hang up.
As you make your way, you open the storage room as you meet up with Miru inside.
Well, it looks like, how's everything going? I assume Marcy and Wes have been avoiding each other?
kind of not seeing Wes mostly.
Mm.
And Marcy has been avoiding, mostly walking around outside.
That's fair enough. She may, I don't know what she needs, actually.
Me neither, honestly.
How long has Wes been gone?
A few hours, I think, by now.
I don't even know if I should be worried or if I'm just too upset to really
No.
care.
I think I think both statements can be true at the same time.
True.
I mean, but nothing that we can do. We're not kicking the door. Or we can try.
I
doubt Crom didn't kill him back then, so I doubt he'll do it now.
This is gonna sound awful, and you can tell me, of course, but I don't know if Wes would do the same for any of us, actually. Barring the circumstance, I don't know if he sees us as, well, who he sees is worthy of being saved, or who he sees he's not willing to make that risk for. He lied to our faces.
He is a bit of an arrogant prick, but I still don't believe in the better of him. But I still think he would try. He probably he might stumble on the way, but I think it depends on the situation, I suppose.
Hmm.
But I think he does consider himself to be above us.
If nothing else, I can say with full certainty that I don't think this place is going to be great for Wes either.
Oh no, he will not survive. No. If he wants to stay alive, we need to keep him alive. Even though at this point, unless he kills us again.
This is all types of messed up. No one's happy with each other. No one trusts each other, and
I still have trust in you guys, except for Wes.
thanks, Miro.
Trust is all we have.
True. But I think Marcy, at the very least, has other things more than us here, at the very least, too.
Yeah, she's gotten accustomed to the place.
I kind of always figured she'd be she was always going about being the best duelist Jedi Knight around, and guess things have changed a bit.
Like, there's blade masters, they're good at fighting.
I don't think she'll take it, of course, but I know I'm going to offer her if she needs help with this whole Sith killer task thing. I'll offer.
They don't think you offer, or?
I will.
I mean, naturally. I mean, at this point, Zara's fucked off, so there's no reason to keep him alive. Even though I do respect the man who calls it the Sith killer.
I don't think it's more of a no reason to keep him alive. It's like more of a we can even do anything to be a threat to him, them, her. It could actually be anyone.
Yeah, might be an Imperial agent for all we know. Just testing the culling the shaft.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll give Marcy my offer, but at least I would have tried.
Listen, we gotta stick together.
I don't think, I'm not sure that's gonna be possible anymore, Muru.
Not only was a Wes.
I don't think it would start happening long before Wes. I'm not gonna turn my back on you guys. I'm not gonna let you drown if I can try to help it, but Marcy's growing stronger day by day, and soon enough, I think she's gonna become that apprentice quickly. And that brings safety. And I think you need to start worrying about getting yourself a safety net too. There's only so much optimism can carry us right now.
Find some fucking babies to butcher. I don't know what they like.
Who knows? At least not all of them are like that, or at least Val's not. And Zar got, well, I don't get that feeling from Zar, and he gained the favor of someone who was willing to take him as an apprentice. So there must be some criteria they care about. everyone's different here.
There's two types of Siths: those who like to manipulate, and those who like to kill people.
Hmm.
Are you sure you trust Val?
I don't know. She gave me something to study, but I don't know what's about whether I trust someone or not right now. I don't think I get the luxury to do such a thing. It's confusing. She hasn't given me a reason to doubt her. Sometimes I have questions and concerns, but then you start to think, what's the worst option? Is she not help me get stronger? And that's the scary part. I don't know.
Getting stronger isn't wrong of itself. The problem is to what end, and I always got to
Well-
remember that.
Of course you're right.
There's nothing wrong with getting stronger, but the problem is these guys only want to optimize their butchery or skullduggery, depending on whether type A or type B Sith. And I'm pretty sure Val doesn't seem to be the type of person who enjoy combat.
Hmm.
So I think it's
What did
more.
you- I was just like, what did you want to become when you were a Jedi? I know Marcy and Wes.
Obviously, do I even need to answer?
Tell me.
I'm a fucking knight. Kill as many people, eventually a master, kill as many people on the battlefield as possible.
That's all you wanted? To kill as many people on the battlefield as possible?
Every Sith dead is a boon to the galaxy.
How's that any different from what we're doing now, right here?
Because you see this. Because the Jedi at least fight to protect people. These people fight for themselves and their own ego.
Is it? I'm not saying you're not wrong, but right now we have to be flexible, or try to be. You can find someone who has the same mindset you have, or you could use them until they gain enough power to, well, fight your way out of here like Zar did.
Promise. Sadly, I don't think I can fight my. I'll get grown powerful enough to literally fight myself through the. Even if I will fight myself through the Sith garrison.
And,
Sadly, I do not know how to fly a starship.
and I have a feeling no one expected that from Zar either way. Look, I'm not saying jump onto the Sith mindset and everything like that. I'm just saying, like,
No, fuck the Sith mindset.
yeah, but Maru, if we stay like as we are right now, we're never gonna be able to get out of here. You're never gonna get strong enough to do anything else. If an opportunity is to present itself, I'm worried about you too.
Well, maybe I can fulfill my little dream of finding the red reactor button and press the overload shot. Don't worry, I'll warn you ahead of time so you can get out of this place.
Well, thanks for the heads up, but no more sad talk now. I guess I offered you a very crappy spar, so a spar it is.
So maybe I can teach you a few things. Maybe.
Both of you. Melee.
Oh dear God!
So maybe you'll win.
Don't lie to me.
And remember fucking Dark Crown rolled 7 advantages on one roll.
Don't
With
put
like
like
five
any difficulty,
yellow
guys.
Yeah, gotcha.
Listen, it's possible you could learn something. She could
2
be teaching-
successes. I can critically fuck this up.
You could.
I
Yeah,
did not
no.
critically. I did not critically fuck
did
this
the
up.
shit
Did
out
you
of
like
him.
lie to me? Did you like lie to me, Mac? Did it make you feel
Beats
I
better?
mean,
the
listen,
shit out of
it's a
him.
time. No, I would not beat the sheriff. I would
What
actually.
the shut, Mac? Are you the fucking GM?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Holy
What the
shit.
fuck?
Oh my god.
It's like, I'm talking here. It's like, you're like,
Oh my
no,
God.
I don't actually do it. Mac, are you the GM?
I think the implication from beat the shit out of is that he actually like almost like knocks her out, which I don't think he's trying to do.
Yeah,
no, I
bro.
mean he wins, like completely dominates you.
Ah, gotcha.
Okay, that's why I want to defend myself, Grunt. I didn't want to like
My
fucking say like
fucking
no.
God.
I lose.
This is the game where you fucking backseat GM me too much.
I'm waiting for him to say, and we can end it here.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Marcy just wandering outside.
Yeah, she is kind of as she is wondering, uh, kind of around, still kind of aimlessly. You know, Red did remind me there is a wonderful thing
Yeah.
I could be doing. Thank you, Red. I'll kill you last.
Could be going to Navas.
I could send a text to Navith that just says that I could send a text to Navith. That will basically sums up as Mossy. How do I want to phrase this? I guess like Mossy is bored, kind of aimless right now because the group's not together, and fucking we all have, at the very least, like she's not. Yeah, the group's not really together, not doing anything right now. So yeah,
It's
Mossy is
true.
kind of extremely restless at the moment.
You get a message as you were like planning on texting her, but a message
do.
from Darth Crom himself.
A message from Darth Crom. Of course, I open it.
Tells you to meet with him and kind of gives you one of the sort of storage areas.
Of course, I'll be there right away.
And
You should have just let me kill. You should have let me just beat up those goddamn acolytes, Tick. It'll be much worse.
you walk in. It's empty right now. But you do see like Darth Crom is there, kind of like almost waiting for you.
Mossy will walk up, respectfully, tilt the head.
Wandered outside yesterday. Are you planning to do the same today?
Mossy will actually say, "No, I plan to do something more productive. I've wallowed in self-pity long enough."
Good. As he kind of like see him draw like a vibroblade. So see how your skills have improved.
Well, Grunt, because I gave my vibroblade to Wes. He is like,
That's true. You don't have anything on you. How would
I have the lightsaber.
Oh, I was gonna say, don't you have? Okay, you have a lightsaber. That's true.
Yeah.
Then yeah, no. If you're gonna, he'll nod and he'll like actually draw his own lightsaber.
Yep. And yeah, she will draw her lightsaber. Yeah.
Yeah, feel free to give me a lightsaber check. Difficulty 4.
Difficulty 4. All right.
See if you can impress him. Can't spend a light side point. Destiny down this.
I can, and I will.
Lovely. Looking at that empty dark side pool, and I'm like, I don't like that.
I can only spend one light side point
Yeah.
at a time, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. 4 failures playing 2 advantages. Jesus Christ.
He is still clearly, as you kind of charge towards him, he is clearly just a fortress. No weak spots and no sort of openings. You try and feint, you try and baiting him. He knows what you're about to do before you do it. But even so, you definitely feel like you've gotten better. You can sort of, at the very least, sense the rhythm of the exchange. You definitely, this is the first time he actually used his lightsaber against you, and not just like beating you up with his fists. There's a modicum of clear like respect there. So after a few rounds, he nods and says, "Proved. Good. You are
Mossy
still...
will give a nod.
You are conflicted, are you not? Having doubts about things.
Mossy will nod and she'll say, for myself, I don't have any. I can't see a future where I go back to Typhon, go back to the Order. But I knew Wes wouldn't see it how I did. But he knew what we had to do. I told my brother that if you drew your sword against him, I would die for him. And Tula and Maru said that too. We would all die for him if it came to it. And he weighed our lives, weighed my life against a stranger. And just decided that we meant nothing. That it wouldn't matter.
Is not the Jedi way to sacrifice yourself for the benefit of others, no matter if they are friends or strangers?
And yeah, Mossy will actually say, is. Which is why old masters at Typhon always told me that he was better. The longest time I believed in it.
You believe in it now?
No. Wes could be better than me. He could. He's smart. I know he's smarter than me. He's more cunning. But he won't apply it. He'd rather... I don't know if he wants to die on some moral high ground.
But all Jedi aspire to. What they claim. Don't be surprised to find hypocrites amongst them. I'd like to know how your brother has been channeling the dark side for 2 days.
What's he been doing?
Healing. Saving someone's life.
Imagine if you confronted him about that, he'd tell you that willingly taking on the damage, the strain to the soul would be worth the sacrifice for others.
This is... that is not the Jedi way. I doubt your masters on Tython would appreciate that sort of behavior.
No, they wouldn't. They would tell him it's foolish, it's risky, but...
Would then the Jedi leave someone to die at the risk of not falling to the dark side? And would that be a good thing or a bad thing?
Mossy would actually silent for a few seconds. You're wrong. Going to kill somebody, kill them yourselves. Don't leave them to fester in a hole. Have the courage to face your action. If you're going to save them, save them. If you're going to kill them, swing the blade.
The Jedi kill plenty of people. They just like to pretend It's for a noble cause. What do you think?
Mossie's actually going to. There's actually no hesitation, as she'll say it. I think the Jedi have half the answer. I think they're blind, willfully. But not everything, not every part of their creed, not everything they say is. There's truth in parts of it, at the core of it. I don't think. I'm not sure if the Sith are much different in that regard. They found the other half. They found part of the answer, but they still put the same cowls over their eyes, over their ears.
What part of the Jedi Code do you think is the truthful part? I doubt it's the emotions. I've felt plenty of those.
Oh no, they close themselves off. Everything, not just the passion. Feel fear, though. I know they feel anger, even if they say they don't.
Knowledge is clearly not their strong suit either, otherwise they would know about the true threat.
Mossy will, after a few moments, she'll say, I think it's their brotherhood. Genuinely. They might be stagnant, mediocre, but they've kept cohesion in defeat and in victory. I have a question, Crom, if you'll indulge it.
Odds.
What will happen to the Sith if the Empire wins? If the Republic and the Jedi Order are actually completely annihilated, what happens to them after that? I
Suppose it's up to each individual to decide for themselves. You value this cohesion, this brotherhood. I value the individual.
Again, Jedi don't have the full answer. They don't lift each other up, they leave each other weakened. But why do the Sith follow the Emperor?
Out of fear, out of greed, desire of power. There can be many reasons. Mostly out of ignorance.
That's it. There's nothing that actually, as much as Sith code exists, the Jedi, for all their faults, all their weaknesses, they believe the Order's fundamental goal, its mission, they believe in it, and allows them to,
That's
no matter what defeat they suffer.
he actually kind of chuckles at that. We truly believe that if they believe so hard, why are there so many Jedi hiding their loved ones away from the other members of the Order? If they believe, why are they so afraid of death? If they believe, why do they... No. The So Jedi Order likes to pretend much more. Sith are refreshingly honest. Predictable, almost. Jedi are predictable too, but maybe it's a personal thing. I have a much greater respect for someone who I know will try to stab me in the back than someone pretending like they're not gonna do that.
He nods at that. I don't want to be alone, top of the mountain, Master. I want to lift other people up with me. I want to show people that they can be strong. I want to show them the path they can take to become the true versions of themselves. They can take off their masks, take off their shackles so they can be free.
There's a problem, no? Seen with your brother. Cannot forcibly liberate someone. They have to make that decision from themselves. Might be plenty of people who will fear your freedom. See you liberate yourself and then realize that either they accept they are in shackles or they will declare you a lunatic. Try to enforce their worldview on you. Shackle you back down. At which point you either accept or you fight.
There is a determination from Marcy at that. Nothing worth fighting for is ever easy.
Quite true. Must understand that Sith code is not the Emperor. It existed before him and it shall exist long after he's gone. Sith code is rejection of the Jedi one. To be a Sith doesn't mean to crave power or backstab one another. No. It means to reject the chains and fight for your freedom, both to earn it and to keep it.
Marcy she'll nod at that.
I have no...
Question, Grant.
Mm.
How much would the fucking Padawans be taught about like the history of the fucking like the hyperspace war and the
well, it's not really a question of how much they would be taught. It's a question of how much you would have listened or like learned on your own.
I'll be honest, Marcy knows the broad strokes of it, but she was never that into history or really that into philosophy before this.
Yeah, that's what you know. Honest, I don't fucking know the hyperspace war. But yeah, I assume you have like
when he says that, yeah. So Marcy will actually kind of sensing the conversation's nearing its end. She'll even say, the Jedi taught a bit about hyperspace war, the exile of those who would become the Sith. I'll be honest, the time I didn't care. It's possible I could learn more about those forerunners who would lay the foundations for the Order.
Honestly, I don't want you to. I want you to get to some of those conclusions on your own. The past is valuable to gain insight from it, but only once there is a base you formed on your own. I would rather you be yourself than be influenced by both the mistakes and successes of the past. I didn't bring you all here because I wanted Sith like those. I brought you here because I wanted something different.
Aussie will nod in understanding.
That he will take his leave. Ron's not such a bad guy. Exactly right, Red. Wes, you wake up as you are still in the same hospital bed. Your body is a bit weakened, but mostly a bit of dizziness. As Val is looking over you. And good morning to you. How are we feeling today?
Dizzy.
Should pass in about an hour.
Is there anything else you require of me, ma'am?
No, it's been quite insightful.
Can I ask what you've learned?
Let's just say I've learned a bit more about biology today. But luckily for you, I was able to use some of that knowledge and I think devised I won't call it a cure, but a more stable solution for the young Twi'lek. Such, your healing aid won't be required on a nightly basis.
Understood, ma'am.
Be a bit more cheerful. You just more or less saved someone's life.
I guess. I'll be honest. Coming here was a bit of a distraction. It was something I was good at. Well, I could do.
If you want more distractions, I can always send broken droids for you to repair as long as you don't bug them.
No, I think my bugging days are done, ma'am.
I should inform your friends.
How long
They would like
is-
to most definitely they would like to see you.
I'm pretty sure they won't. They think I. They probably think I tried to sell them out.
Ah, what nonsense is that? So you came here together, you fought together, you trained together. Be some differences, but that those sort of things standing between the bond between all of you?
Wes just can't even look her in the eyes. I wasn't expecting them to be there.
Ah, well, isn't that something they taught you at the Jedi Temple, that you make sacrifices, you don't just sacrifice yourself?
You're he's like really sheepish. He's like, you're smart and educated.
Take that as a
And
compliment.
and you seem to understand the Force a bit better than I think I ever could. Is it is it possible to have more balance without tipping too far one way or too far to the other?
Suppose up to each individual how much they tap, how their actions get reflected back to them. Tell me, Wes, we both know that you channeled quite a lot of the dark side while healing her, which, in my opinion, was a noble act. An act saved someone's life. So then the question would be, why didn't it balance it out?
I was channeling a lot of my own anger and feelings at the time. It was what I was feeling myself tapping into.
And I thought the Jedi preached calm and serenity, and you achieve that peaceful state of mind, tuned to the Force, so calm, and you did that, the girl would be most likely dead by now.
Some branches of the Jedi can tap in to the dark side. It helps us learn. It's why
Sure, those are.
I was never.
Sure, those branches are looked very favorably by the rest of the Order.
They are cast away, isolated, for sometimes to a single planet, sometimes to a system. They would never advance to actually change anything in the Order.
Sounds quite lonely and sad.
Yeah. That's why I really always envied my sister.
Why?
She was gonna change things. I know it.
Change things? Like what?
She was. You knew just by looking at her that big things were in her future. She was a blur of emotion. She was what you want to imagine a Jedi can be.
What do you imagine a Jedi can be? Because I can recite your order's code. And she never seemingly fit that description.
Uh, for me, somebody that would make a person feel safe. She was.
I'm sorry, Wes, but I don't remember safety being ever mentioned in the Jedi Code.
We have peacekeepers, but
So are we. If I go to a military base, if I go to an outpost, I can just keep the peace just as well. I can swing my lightsaber around and everyone will comply. I don't even need to do that, honestly. I can just say a few words and one will kind of get in line. I could head to a remote planet. If there's any Imperial agents that abuse their station, I can whip them in line quite as fast as any Jedi Knight. So, what's the difference there?
I don't think. I think it's the methods that make the difference.
What methods do you
yours-
think I employ that the Jedi don't?
I think it's the difference between fear and safety. People fear the Sith and they don't go out of line. People feel safe with the Jedi, but
Wes,
I'll be honest.
oh, Wes, dear Wes. You think people don't fear the Jedi?
No. I think people absolutely do fear the Jedi. But I think the people who fear them. It's clear that Wes is it's just kind of like confidence shaken. He's just not really sure how to interact with Val.
Yes.
So no. I think people fear the Jedi. I think the Republic. I think the Jedi get too involved with the Republic, to be honest. They are clearly a branch of the military at this point.
Quite so. Warriors, generals, agents in the field. Quite a lot of soldiers during the war.
The Jedi do make compromises. He'll actually look her in the eyes for the first time. If I would have completed my training, I would have been sent to infiltrate organizations and eliminate them. That doesn't sound very Jedi.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't sound like a peacekeeper.
It sounds exactly what a Sith would do.
It does, doesn't it? And I would never ascend further than I was because of it.
Maybe I am clearly biased, Wes. Don't you feel there's a disproportionate amount of hypocrisy in the Jedi compared to the Sith?
You are more true to your nature, good, and I'm not saying you specifically, but the Sith are more true to their nature. They don't have a reason to hide it.
Oh, absolutely. Most of the people here are lunatics, and ones that are not far off from becoming. Such is the way of learning through trauma, I suppose.
That's why I asked if it's possible to seek balance. If anybody would know the answer, I assume it would be you.
I was, well, I wasn't the strongest, nor the fastest, nor the smartest. Fortunately, I won't be able to tell you much about balance. But I think there are places where one could learn. And I don't think one should kill for no reason. One should indulge in their animalistic instincts. I'm sure emotions give you power, but a raging bull might crush you if it can never hit you. It's a lot of power wasted, isn't it?
It is.
Wes, I like you. Although I find your more righteous tendencies to be legacy shackles from an ideology that not even the people that preach it to you really respect it. What you're telling me is true. We're never gonna be accepted amongst them. And the people you were gonna work with don't really believe it either. In fact, these spec ops you're describing to me should unequivocally prove that the Jedi Code is, well, not respected by their own kind. If you wish for training, wish to understand, balance things out, I will be more than glad to help you out with that endeavor.
Thank you, man.
Now rest. I will go find your friends and bring them here.
He bows slightly.
It's never good to isolate yourself. I'm gonna walk away. Well, Miru, your comlink is beeping as Val is in fact reaching out to you. Kalite, are you at the academy, hopefully?
Well, yeah, don't have much else to do.
Well, I would assumed you might have been a bit worried about your friend.
I mean, if you wanted to kill him, you would have killed him right then and there.
Kill him? I'm confused. Anyways, I'll gather up the rest of you and meet me in front of the infirmary.
Sure thing.
Lovely. You have no idea where Marcy is.
Yeah, I'll text Marcy over the fucking link here. To head to the infirmary and also. Is Tula Gambaro or is she still here?
Oh, sure, she's still here.
She's on the ground, breathing
Oh, yeah.
hard.
Come on now, just that's why you always gotta do cardio.
Leave me here to die. I see the light. The force is calling me.
Unfortunately, it's a bit too early for that.
Ugh.
Come on, we've been called by the higher ups.
Okay, I'm up. Where are we going? What's going on?
Apparently, we're into the infirmary.
Oh God, is someone hurt?
I have, I don't know, and I'm slightly. I think they're doing this. I have no idea generally.
Okay.
Come on, let me
yes.
help you. Come on, let me help you out. Come on now.
Yep. Carry me with
On
all
your
your
2
weight,
feet.
your strong arms.
Let's just do a few more push-ups every morning.
I'm so weak.
That's why you gotta train. Yeah.
Marcy, would you head to the infirmary?
Yeah, Mossy would go.
Would be really mean right now. So all three of you will meet just as you kind of all enter the connecting hallway that leads to the infirmary.
Okay.
Ah.
Marcy's here. So it's not her.
Yeah, well, Val told me to call all of us.
Oh shit, it's Wes then.
Yep, probably her project.
How have you been?
Mossy's just well. Trained with. Had a conversation with Lightning One. It's given me much to think about.
That's good. I know, listen, Marcy, I'm not your favorite person and everything, but like that, but this task that you've been given by Crom, if you need help with it, I'm always there, okay? If you need any help with it.
We're both here. Still consider you friends.
If you wish to partake, I won't refuse.
Yeah, of course.
You make your way into the infirmary. Val is waiting for you kind of after the first set of doors. So glad you could all make it. How is everyone looking right now?
I've got my ass beat, Grunt, so like that.
I mean, emotionally, mentally, rather.
I think Tula looks a bit sad and a bit tired.
Marcy's. I was gonna say Marcy's looking like Marcy's actually feeling pretty good right now. She been reforged, given proper direction.
We're mostly tired and kind of dejected, but hopeless.
Val kind of crosses his arms and says, so we'll talk about that later.
Talk about that later.
So kind of like gestures for you to follow her through the infirmary. Good news is that Wes managed to help me out, and together we've devised a more permanent aid for your Twi'lek friend. As such, she will be fine. I won't be needing any more assistance for the moment.
Well, that's amazing. Good.
Friend does have quite the ability to channel the Force and heal the body. Fortunately, did leave him quite exhausted. As such, I did keep him here for observation and make sure he's not injured in any way.
Well, Wes was always the one that special, the special cases.
Of course. As she kind of like leads you, and you eventually see Wes in the bed as the curtains kind of get pulled. Well, I will leave you to it. But yes, Wes, I will announce the faculty that I am officially taking you as my apprentice.
He nods.
Shall send you more details over the comlink.
How beat up is Tula right now?
I mean, she's been living like sparring for like 2 hours, and she lost horribly. So, yeah.
He gestures for her to come closer.
No, it's fine, Wes.
I bet Maru doesn't even have a scratch.
No.
No, she does not. She does not. Tula just shakes her head. It's fine, Wes. I'll be all right. Nothing like this is gonna take me down.
Never ever gonna bring you down because you're the
Yeah.
best.
I've survived worse.
He just nods. He's not really even look. He can't even really like look at you guys in the eyes. It's just shame. I'm glad to
Is
see you. All right.
is Zess around anywhere, or it's just
No,
Wes? I
just
gotcha. Gotcha. Oh. How are you feeling?
Dizzy. Grant, I don't know if she's told them anything, right? But like, I didn't
No.
miss any fact.
She just, yeah, she didn't keep you up to speed. Just informed now everyone knows that you are in fact her apprentice. I'm not sure how Marcy is reacting and Mira reacting to that.
Mir's kind of rolling her eyes.
The Mossy basically just shrugs at it.
I was helping her with some things, and I must have just overworked myself.
Well, got an apprenticeship out of it, so
Yeah. Yes. I don't know how to feel about that, but it's something.
yeah.
I don't know. Sounds like kind of hypocritical after he judged you all so harshly.
Yeah, no, Mir's kind of seething inside, but she's rolling her eyes, but she doesn't want to fucking like right now.
Do you really need to tip the scales?
I do.
Why?
I need to remind them.
Yeah, no,
Grunt
we're not gonna.
Grunt
scream
is
at
in
her.
fact Grunt is in fact private messaging me, asking me what my PayPal account is right now.
Right. You do this with Darius. Don't do this with Wes. Don't. Mm,
Nah.
mm. He goes.
Moss will actually say it. Moss will actually say it. Captain to the dark side. Save someone.
He tries to sit up and swings his legs. Listen. Not really in the mood for an argument. So I'm just going to tell you where my mindset is at and clear the air. Yes, I did that. No, none of you were supposed to be there. And I wasn't going to risk your lives because of my baggage to the team here. What I said back in the office, it was not, and I mean this sincerely, a reflection on what I think of all of you. I was trying to think of what this man would like to hear and keep you people alive. I would never actively do anything that would cause you harm.
You did though.
And what if your explanation failed? What if Prom attacked you and you all jumped in your defense? Have you thought about that step ahead?
Honestly, I think it wasn't going to fail. I know that sounds arrogant. I know it sounds arrogant. I know it sounds hard to believe, but he seems like the kind of person from everything we know about him.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right, Wes. Agent Wes, your strategy gambled off. You rolled the dice. You're now an apprentice. You're now an apprentice. As Mira will bow before him.
Please don't bow, Mira.
I mean, you are my superior now.
Wes just looks down and like lays back down. You weren't all supposed to be there.
Have you come to despise me that much? You have no trust? Have we drifted that far apart?
What I didn't want was for any of you to get hurt. It was my selfish actions. I couldn't watch, if I failed, watch us delve deeper and deeper to these compromises before we lose who we are. It wasn't a holier than thou. It's what the dark side almost made me do to Tua, and I let fear take over.
I'm just saying that it wasn't the dark side, it was a ghost inside your head. Just
Fact check.
Fucking God, live fact checking you.
Fucking Trom comes from around the corner.
You know what, Brett? I will remember this
Actually,
because every time you fuck up a Star Wars thing, I will be right there to actually you because of that. And you know what, Brett? You know what the worst part is, Brett? I'll be fucking right, and you'll just have to sit there. And listen to
I
me.
was gonna say, literally, fucking pops in the back of my head. You know that was just me, right? That was the dog side. That was me.
I did that.
I'm just saying,
Motherfucker stealing my credit.
don't slander the dark side.
Fucking Troms comes around the corner, and actually no.
Grant, I will remember this.
Time
You're gonna
to-
get every second of every minute is. Gonna
It
be
is time. Listen, you weren't in the game with Hate where he called them Boba Fett clones.
Grant,
And then Hate, despite that, still feels like he has the ground to actually other people.
Grant, the hyperspace war was Freed and Nash. That was after the fact that actually no, I'm not gonna like I could just
Tick, you can actually me, but then
But
you better hope you're right.
I will be.
it is
Grant.
time for me to stick the knife though in.
Please stop.
As Marcy is gonna say, speak of compromises, of losing ourselves as becoming worse people. What if I don't regret this? What if I've not made compromises? What if I want to stay? What if this is where I belong? Do you still accept me as your sister? That was true.
He swings his legs around and wobbly stands up and walks up to her, she's sort of looking down at her, and then just embraces her. I accept and love you unconditionally. We might not always agree, but I always know and knew one way or the other you're going to change this galaxy.
Marcy will actually just say, "You're right. I'm going to change the galaxy." Yeah, I think Marcy will just tip the entire hand here. I don't want be a Sith, Wes, but I'm not going to go back to the Jedi either. Jedi are weak, the Sith are malicious. There has to be a third way.
Balance. Mercy. It's what I asked Val for. I asked to learn balance. Not Sith teachings, just understanding of the Force. All I want, if I get it my way, Marcy, before we make any life-changing decisions, I think it's, if we can, we just need to go home. Like we plan to after the Jedi initiations.
They recognize us, but we recognize them.
I don't think it matters. I think it's what we need to do. We can't know where to go unless we know where we've been. And wouldn't it be nice to know who they were?
Oh, God, unfortunately, Crom did say something about the past, though.
But that
As Marcy will say, I need to make peace with the past before I move forward. But past doesn't hold answers anymore. We have to look to the future. Always.
Mercy, do this with me, and whatever you decide to do, I'll accept. Even if I disagree with it. It's your life, and whatever you do, I'll be proud of you.
Marcy will, there's a brief moment where it looks like Marcy is gonna, like, you see the Marcy that was on Typhon.
Mm-hmm.
And then it is followed up by her saying, would you have accepted it if I had killed him? Char? You knew I wanted to. I didn't hide it. Will you accept the fact I want to be Crom's apprentice?
Marcy, I'll be
Speak of
honest.
it. But it's easy to say that. It's easy to say that you'll love somebody. It's easy to say that you'll accept every decision they make. Wes, I don't want you to tell me a comforting lie. I want you to stay true to yourself, whatever that is. I am true to myself right now. I will be true to myself going forward. I don't bend. Don't break. Never become somebody that you would regret being. That's all I ask of you. Don't do it for my sake. Don't do it for anyone's sake. Don't do it for Val or Crom.
Don't worry, sis. I'll still be your brother, no matter what happens.
Also will not.
And whatever happens, we'll figure it out together, like we always have.
Marcy will say until our paths diverge, we'll be together. But they will diverge, Wes. 'Cause you won't stay on Korriban, and I won't leave with you.
Then I put my faith into the Force and allow its will. And our paths might diverge, but we have a bond few share.
Yeah, both of you feel free to add 3 to your morality.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yes. You
Go
know, it
for
was
it.
a
This
lot.
will. So the 5. I can lose this. I can lose this. This is only 5 morality. I can kill somebody. I can go. There has to be a child somewhere on Korriban. Newly alive acolyte, 8 years old. I'm killing you.
That's true. We can abort the children.
Ah.
To be fair, this is Tick. Unfortunately, this is. I do want to point out this is still an abject failure of pulling Marcy back. She is reaffirmed that no, she's doing this.
I
I
don't think he wants to, but I think she wants to join you.
Grunt.
Doing it in a Weasley way.
What did I hear that? Did she say?
What?
You
You're
literally like,
completely right.
teach me balance. I want to be your apprentice. Should I have
You're
made
right,
you roll
Grunt.
deception rolls?
No, Grunt.
Were you lying to me, Ted?
I'm gonna be honest. Marcy definitely thinks some of that was a fucking lie.
It's what.
Tick,
it's
if you're
fine.
lying to me, you need to roll deception.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Grunt. He wants to.
Are you lying to
actively
me, though?
To Marcy? No. No.
How is any of this? I wanna understand the West's perspective. How is this pulling things back? Because it feels like you're
Fact-checked
just
in real life about you.
you're
I can't believe it's
diving forward.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I disagree with you about fucking Star Wars. I'm sorry I argued with you
I
at the
need
beginning.
to understand Tick. I need to understand Wes's perspective.
So, yes, he wants to learn more, and he is willing to die. Yes, you're right. I do like the Last Jedi. After all, it was a big ruse. You're right. So right, Grunt. It was actually the greatest film. I think actually Empire Strikes Back is the worst.
Okay, so walk me through Wes's perspective at the moment.
All right. He is willing to acknowledge that he wants that the Jedi are hypocrites and are not necessarily in the right. He thinks that Val, like the Sith, are also just objectively wrong, but he knows that. But he wants Val to try to teach him how to try to learn the dark side and more about the Force without necessarily falling. Wes still wants to kind of at some point leave but it's just, I think it's more at this point
The question
either
is,
self-denial.
what does I was gonna say, does Wes believe there's still a place in the Jedi Order for him?
No, he just wants to go home. He wants to get away. He doesn't know what to do. He just doesn't.
Doesn't
He
sound
just
very
needs.
Jedi-like to me, but yeah, okay, I got it. It's fine. I understand it now.
Take away his morality.
But yeah, as eventually,
He gives us more morality. That was a lot harder for her.
as eventually, I guess the 4 of you will head out of the infirmary. With one exception, as you pass the entrance, Tula, Val kind of gestures for you to follow her off. Different.
Gotcha.
Minion,
It's not-
come, we must scheme.
This is how she goes. Yeah, no, I was lying. I'm gonna fucking kill Liz. I need your fucking help. He dies to this episode. I mean, today.
As presumably you break off.
Yeah, she will.
Yeah, as she's gonna lead you off to a different room, and kind of like we walk inside after her. She's gonna like tap the bed. Actually gonna like start kind of pull out some stitches, kind of like gives you some like cleans you up a bit, like someone trashed you a bit.
Maru was bored, so
Ah,
kept her entertained.
well, this gives me a good chance to check up on you. I was a bit focused on Wes. He was like aimless. Did my best to try and help him out a bit. Don't want to neglect you.
Oh, okay. This I'm not sure how it works when you have more than one apprentice.
Well, it's both. I mean, all apprentices study under you and more or less have to. Well, they don't have to, I suppose, but it is expected that they cooperate with you.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not gonna be any difference between the two of us, I assure you.
Give it some time. Wes has a way of shining through most of the problems he gets presented with.
I don't think that, but I'll be honest. I don't think he would have made it as Crom's apprentice or anyone else here. So maybe I am growing soft in my old age.
And hearing that, like Tula, like slightly like perks up a bit. Like, she looks a little less tensed up when she says that.
Kind of raises an eyebrow.
That's good. That's good. Well, I'm sure Wes is gonna be okay then. He's a smart guy.
I believe he is. I don't want to say broken, but alienated maybe. I do have a soft spot for people who don't fit in. Reminds me of myself when I was younger. I was first brought here. Just hope that he will at least take my lessons to heart. But now, I did the fuck up with the holocron. But I hope still was some useful information in there.
What? I'm actually gonna have Tula incite her when she said she made a fuck up with the holograna.
Fucky wucky.
Yeah,
Fucky wucky, yeah. What?
I think that would be. Yeah, so that's probably your perception or vigilance. Actually, no. No, never mind. With discipline.
Discipline? Gotcha. Discipline.
Don't add difficulty.
No difficulty. Is it alright if I use one of the light side dice we have?
Yes.
Upgrade. You know,
Yeah.
upgrade one.
One triumph, baby. Oh,
Ooh.
The session's only 30 minutes more. Like, I don't think we're going to be able to stack them, so you start using them up, Brad.
Don't say that. There's a Sith somewhere.
Drunk can always use them. Fucking yeah, don't say that, Tick.
I'm right here.
I know.
The thing with the system, there's so many force powers. I have to like check them up every now and then.
Now, what do you
I
use
should-
force
I
powers?
That's such a really good roll. Why would you mess with it, Grut?
No reason.
Be funny.
And it's all light side. Like, look at this. Isn't she just nice?
Oh,
She's just
shit.
nice.
God damn it, Brad. Let me have something.
No. Peter all over
Damn,
again.
take some notes, Wes.
Well, yeah, maybe she wanted to fix you. Maybe you fucked up. Maybe you just became worse.
What are you
on
talking
your own
about?
merit.
Listen, Val is such a nice teacher because you know what? I don't incite her. I trust her fully. I'm like Tula over here.
Look, Tula's going through a moment right here.
I know.
Yeah.
I got shit on all this session. I wanted to try to shift that spotlight, but I'm taking it back. This is my
Go on.
crown.
Go on, Wes. Shit on Tula. Let's see what that
I would-
leads us.
I would never cheat on Tula. I will, however,
Um,
steal her master. That is a different story.
I know, that's what she's thinking.
Now-
I'm not.
Did roll a triumph. So
Oh, kid.
you know what?
You noticed?
Give me another discipline roll.
Another discipline? Okay. I
It
don't
would
have
be
an
funny.
upgrade this time around, so we'll see.
Why not? Well, you
It
can
would-
always spend another light side point. Listen.
I could, Grunt.
Listen, you could listen. I'll allow you. I think we don't mind.
Oh, do
Yeah.
it. Take it.
Fine, I'll do it.
Why did you do it? I didn't think you
Because
would.
You won.
more the
No,
merrier.
I know.
Yeah, more the
I was just fucking.
Don't say
Jesus.
those things, Tick. This is how bad things happen.
So yeah, no. I mean, she seems honest.
Uh,
I felt maybe a bit embarrassed about it, but
Tula looks a little uncertain or confused for a second before she's like, yeah, I assume you were rushing, maybe? You know, busy with other things.
happens to the best of us.
I hope that doesn't mean you're gonna forget about me now, you know?
Well, I've never had an apprentice before you. Know what they say about your first.
Tula does like a small smile that she's trying not to show.
Tell me. I was told that the holocron contains certain amounts of certain information, but tell me, what do you want to learn? This information is quite abundant. It's more of a matter of focusing on something.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know. I've always never really tried to do much of anything. I've always coasted a line of being just good enough to not be noticed and bad enough to not be noticed. And I was always going to cruise along until I could just sleep somewhere, I guess. I never had a ambition for things. I wasn't like the others. I'm good at talking myself out of trouble.
A very important
I-
skill to have.
I'm good at knowing when to not be at the bad paces and being quick enough to stay out of anyone's way. The
I-
force has always been a little different for me than everyone else, but nothing of note.
How so?
It's a little embarrassing, but you know how the force is just everyone talks about the force being this voice or something like that or whatever, right? For people, it doesn't feel like that way to me. Force is everywhere. It's like a ocean flowing one direction up and down this way and that. You can get lost in it if you're not careful. I used to when I was younger get lost. Could tell certain things at certain points, but I didn't really tell anyone about it. Didn't really matter much. I could just feel when it's a good thing and when it's a bad thing. It used to be a problem, but
Force
I just
is
take my
not
naps.
not an ocean. You know why?
Hmm.
May feel like one because it is encompassing all of us. No, it's an ocean has currents. But an ocean doesn't have a will, direction. The Force does. When they talked to you about the will of the Force, were closer to the truth than they even themselves believed. Tell me, would you like to learn more about Force? Not the light side or the dark, but the Force.
I guess that'd be good. It'd make things easier.
Good. I am preparing a little expedition so that I can also learn more about the Force. I would like for you to accompany me. Just be the two of
Uh,
us.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, of course.
She like finishes patching you up a bit. Do not train with a vibroblade. It's a waste of your skills. Maybe I'll show you a few tricks on how to fight better with a lightsaber.
That'd be nice. I didn't want to, well, use a lightsaber on Maru, even though she is stronger than I am.
Strength is meaningless if not applied correctly. You have a very low opinion of yourself, Tula, which is sadly to be expected with Padawans. It seems all of you have had poor encouragement from your teachers. Because when I look at you, Tula, I can only see endless potential. And I see someone who was never left just do the things that they're interested in. I don't think you need to be guided or shown things or taught. I think you have a curious mind and you'll do that on your own. And best thing I can do is just ensure that you have options.
Tula nods, looking a little more determined now.
Let's go check on the Twi'lek then. Excuse me, I will talk to you later.
Of course, Master.
She sort of gets out of the room. Yep. She's like 30, but yeah, that's
What does age matter in Star Wars world? What was it? What was it? Yoda's like 1,000 years old. And he still looks
He
young.
was like 900 years old. He's old as
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, but he's a pretty spry 90 years old, 900 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really, that 20 years the Empire was in power really just did a number on him, I guess, even though he was flipping around 20 years ago.
As it turns out, I mean, I guess living under a fascist regime that is killing literally everyone you love and care about kind of does something to a man.
I guess like living on a planet that is just infiltrated by the dark side really just, really just grinds your gears.
Living next to the fucking cave that makes you reflect on your biggest failures and fears.
As the three of you exit the infirmary, is there any conversations you three would like to have your own, or like what is your next?
No, Maru just head off to the storage room, just sulk and quiet. Yeah, she doesn't want to talk right now.
He actually looks at Marcy and says, "You want to try to do a little sparring? I could use some lessons and refreshers."
Should think you should recover a bit before we do that. I don't have my vibroblade anymore. You have it. I'd rather not. She holds the lightsaber.
I should be fine with him. Grunt, how long have we been talking for? Like 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Where exactly?
Like from talking from the infirmary to like the hallway. How much time has passed?
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah, and like by the time we get to the sparring area, I should be fine. Plus, I heard you were like the greatest blade master of a generation. If you're scared that I might beat you. Gives her
Fine.
like a smile.
Fine. In spar.
Yeah. You head off to spar and eventually. I would assume Wes, you would be given sort of notification your new headquarters next to Ula's in the apprentice wing.
Neat.
No lightsaber or other equipment, but at least it's a
It's a
new
room.
quarters. Yeah.
Go make a deal with
hope-
a Force Ghost or something.
Ah man, I hope she means about the robots. I would love to just repair robots.
Man, listen, if there's nothing else, if there's no conversations in the cafeteria, you all four want to have.
So that's good. Things are a bit better, right? I guess.
Yes, I couldn't apologize enough to you two.
Well, it's not enough, but it's a start.
I'll try to make it up to you two, I promise. Because it's probably good if we try to get along, because Tula, guess what?
Mm.
We're neighbors. Yay.
Well, as long as you don't try to kill me in my sleep, I think we should be fine.
I don't like I have to get out of bed, I gotta open the door, I gotta break open your door, and I have to do it silently, get to you, stab you, leave. That sounds like a whole ordeal.
As long as you promise not to wake me up, because I'd rather not waste my time unless you don't miss.
Yeah, okay.
Hmm.
I promise to not miss if I ever am possessed, and that all has to happen again.
Yeah, appreciate it. I'm not too sure when, but maybe a bit busy with something Val's working on. Not too sure the full context. And Zess is going to be okay. I'm not too sure what that means either for us. Everything.
The fact that you know, but Wes is not even gonna. Wes is just gonna look down and at his food and just start eating because he does not want to talk about that. He was told not to talk about it, so he's not gonna talk about it. And he's not sure if I've been cleared to talk about it. So,
She hasn't said anything about you being cleared, so no.
yep. So Wes is just gonna go. That's really interesting.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm glad that she's alive. I just don't
mean,
know.
You had a hand in that. Thought you'd be
I
feeling proud about it.
can't talk about it, so I won't.
Okay. Fine. Keep your secrets then.
Yeah, I just can't talk about it for very important reasons. I'm just gonna eat my food and let's move on to a different topic.
Well, I'm more of the fact that originally she, on paperwork, is supposed to be part of our group. Air quotes. I don't know if that's still the same or what it means for her now.
We'll see. We'll
And
accept her. We'll have to keep an eye on her.
I haven't seen Taryn either.
I haven't either, and that concerns me.
Well, you can only deal with the here and now, right?
One thing at a time.
Maru, how are you feeling?
Moving along. Gotta keep going.
Well, well, at the very least, I know there's still that thing we talked about. Didn't know if you had any thoughts about that one.
thing exactly?
The apprentice and master thing, and finding your own
Ah.
safety net.
No, maybe I gotta put myself more out there now.
I mean, who knows how many masters are here in this thing? We can take a head count if you wanted. There's still the overseer guy. Maybe he knows something.
I don't think he likes us.
I don't
Cares
think.
about. I think he's doing a job.
Yeah, I don't think he matters if he likes us as long as he tells you the information. It wouldn't hurt to ask.
You probably tell me to do something impressive. I mean, probably so we get noticed.
I mean, figure out maybe what master falls closer to your ideals. Maybe you want to
None
impress
of them.
that one.
At least someone violent. At least they're honest. That's my only thing.
Oh. Apparently, there are other ways of getting a lightsaber than a master. So.
From most apprentices, I don't think they leave the academy that often, or alone. Or I mean, if I spot someone outside who's alone, I'll try to jump them, but I doubt that will happen so easily. I think most apprentices are somewhat competent and they get here, or through political favoritism, in which case they're protected like Nav. Or I can always walk into a tomb and get also the Jedi Stuff Ghost, which. And that was at least was a pleasant feeling to have that one, but I'm not sure if everyone will be so nice. And your one was a fucking asshole. So no, thank you.
We'll see what options pop up.
Question: How is Marcy feeling? Because Crom's clearly talking to you. He trained with you. Completely fucking ignores Miru.
I mean, honestly, yeah, Mossy will actually cut in. Waiting and seeing for opportunities to come up, that's not going to get anything done.
Oh, what are we supposed
Make
to
them.
walk up to a fucking apprentice and fucking kill them and get fucking shot by 20 guards?
You're dumb, yes. Most would wait. Waiting for the right moment to strike is not waiting for an opportunity. You're just going to passively, are you just planning to passively sit here until fate brings something right in front of you?
I just don't know what to do, so I might dead here.
What are you good at?
I'm a pretty good duelist, but that's about it.
Then look for the opportunities to prove yourself. Not against foes with vibroblades and lightsabers. There are still beasts on Korriban.
You're right, actually. It might distract me, actually. Might make some fucking. Let's see, maybe someone's taste. Maybe there's something tasty out there.
Better than sitting in stagnation, watching your skills and your hopes decay.
Even though honestly, I don't have much hopes. Honestly, I don't like any master here.
You only met like 4 or 2.
Yeah,
Oh, that was red. I apologize.
I'm sorry. I mean, that wouldn't be so unfitting.
Well, look at Crom and Val. Would you say that they're the same person? Would you say that they're even similar? Certainly they
No.
have something that connects them, despite superficial appearances, but they're two very different people.
I agree. Yes. Once the butcher wants to say it.
Standard.
Hey, now. She's not.
Miro, respond to that. To your defense of a Sith.
You sure she doesn't manipulate you? You think Sith are honest and forthrighteous?
I mean, not much different from what our masters did with us. I'm just saying, there might be someone who's a little bit more closer to what you want here.
No.
No?
The closer I get to someone like Crom who'll just beat me up, at least I
I
can
didn't
appreciate
say-
at least I can appreciate the violent ones.
I didn't say Crom. You've only met 2, Miro.
Problem.
And Crom was from someone who got us here. I'm not sure about the stance on Jedi apprentices from other Sith. At most, I can maybe
Well-
be a trophy for someone.
So what are you gonna do? Just stay in this position forever until you find an opportunity to get off world if that's even possible when everyone's gunning for you?
I fucking know at this point.
An apprenticeship will give you, at the very least, safety, a weapon, means to gain further information. Doesn't mean you have to like it. We're not saying agree with them or enjoy yourself here. Apparently, hatred is a thing that everyone seems to be all for. So, I'm just saying there are some benefits.
Maru, do what you feel is best.
I want to remind you, Wes, you didn't get any weapon.
I did not get any weapons, but I'm not gonna.
Fucking,
I think it would be funny if you mention it.
yeah, fucking.
you're
Oh,
right,
great!
you're right.
Great to be a
Well,
British.
I want you to dunk on Miro even more.
Tula?
Mhm.
I didn't get any weapons.
Oh, great! What a great, amazing deal.
Well, at the very least, apprenticeship means you get your own room. You got that, didn't you?
I'm just gonna keep quiet. I could sense your anger.
Zar got through the room with no little issues. I mean, it's better than the store's cabinet, but
Actually,
Who?
Grunt, I got a dumb question. Did I just get Zarz's room?
No, that would be funny, but no.
no, fucking remove the fucking Jimmy the technician is changing the fucking name tag on the fucking.
His name wrong.
I'm just saying.
Look, I'm not saying this is some wonderful vacation time. I understand your anger, I understand your frustration. I'm just saying it's better than staying in a warehouse and getting hurt or attacked. You're not going to be protected entirely, yes, but it means the people on the level that we're at now won't immediately decide to go for you yet. But Wes is right. Do what you feel is best, Miru. I'm worried about you.
Whatever it is, you have people looking out for you. And as long as we do stick together, nobody's gonna fuck with you.
Absolutely, Wes. I agree with that, Wes.
Let's just go
That
back
was
to
Yeah, that was with sarcasm.
Wes is just gonna go back to you didn't even need to tell me that. Wes is just
Yeah.
gonna go back to eating his food slowly.
At least the hunting suggestion was good. He still keep me busy. Better than fucking waste my time in the fucking room.
Well, there is always another option.
Try a good butcher, some weak acolytes maybe to keep me going busy.
No, I mean, we train and get you to the point where nobody can fuck with you. You're already one of the most skilled lightsaber wielder, like one of the most skilled melee combatants here.
I don't think the problem is getting a 1v1 fight. If someone fights me, I think they will probably be the 10 guys or
That's
sleep.
That's why
my one-on-one dueling skills will do me jack fucking shit.
you can train to get better at multiple.
I mean, I can. I mean, I will train. And
If Wes just sinks down a little more and just continues going back to eating.
Mossy does and will in fact bring up may have to do the horrors of talking to people outside of us. Do any of you talk to anyone outside of
No.
this group that's not Crom and Val?
No. Nope.
Not
I-
really.
Maybe you should all try that. And maybe you should all try that.
I'll ask. Maybe once I get. Maybe once I find an acolyte who's alone. Maybe I'll talk to him as I fucking slit his fucking throat.
Say
Okay,
this,
well, like,
Marcy, because you've sparred with Crom recently, and well, the last time you fought him, it was much more of an intense fight. This was a clearly, and you put up a good fight, and he clearly didn't like just necessarily go easy on you. One thing, maybe it would have shocked you, because I should have mentioned it at the time. It just came to me now. Crom wasn't fighting like angry. He wasn't like. He was very focused. He was very precise. Almost no murderous intent.
All right.
Yeah, do go on. Sorry, I just had to mention that because that was sort of important for Marcy to understand Crom at a later date.
Yeah, no, I was kind of already figuring that. Yeah.
Alright.
But yeah, Marcy will, in fact, yeah. Your worry is that when you fight somebody, they will have friends, allies, cronies, perhaps working to ensure people feel indebted to you. Because I won't say make friends with them, because looks at Wes, looks at Miru, look at Tula. You won't.
mm,
But there are talking to people and establishing mutual interests do not necessarily have to entail lasting and deep emotional connections.
Not sure what to fucking trust in this fucking place.
You won't know
No.
until you talk to them.
honest,
Or unless you
mind.
develop the ability to read their minds, you could do that. I mean, don't get caught doing it. I'd imagine they'd be quite upset.
Honestly, getting a more lay of land is not the worst idea. And they
Right now, Miru, you're making a crucial mistake, if I may. You are trying to jump to the end point. Your end goal clearly is to get out or get away or something of that sort. You seemingly are thinking.
At this
you're
point, I've given
seemingly
up on that
thinking-
goal.
Yeah, what is your goal then?
I don't know, honestly. My dream is to take a proper
Do you
sit-down
want
down,
to?
take someone down with me, honestly. Not an acolyte or a prince, but maybe it's proper Sith Knight.
It is traditional for Sith apprentices to kill their masters. Mossy, well, there's nothing after that. Mossy just like drops that. No, that is the traditional Sith power structure.
Okay, I would say like you can see like Mirror's neurons are connecting in Mirror's brain actually.
Like
The
perhaps
gears are
finding
tumbling.
perhaps finding a master you despise would be a benefit. Make it easier when you eventually do decide you are strong enough, you have what you need to kill them. If you found a master you liked, you appreciated, you respected, it might be harder for you to swing the blade when it comes to it.
That make Tula feel.
Ew, I would say right now, to this first time, I was like, well, I'll probably gone before that happens, so I don't think I can emotionally think about that one, Grunt. I don't think Tula's first, I was like,
listen,
that's not a problem for me.
Listen, I with one hand, but on the other hand, Does Val seem like even fucking remotely similar to anyone else around here?
Really doesn't have a good frame of reference so
Yeah.
far.
Oh, I ain't saying shit about Val.
Can't interject in her own head. I'm the only one that can do that.
I am, in fact, I am interjecting in this inner monologue.
You know what? Give him 5 XP. Give him 5 morality.
You gave good. Marcy gave good advice to Mur. 5 morality again.
No, I mean, I'm encouraging you to hate.
True. Listen, Mur's had the gears are rumbling, tumbling.
But yes, go on, Grunt, go on.
No, that's one new thing I was going to put out, that Val does seem different in all other regards. So maybe this is one other thing she differs from other Sith. Maybe she doesn't.
Look, listen, Grunt. You have to convince Tula right now. She's falling for the sauce right now. Her in her first
Yeah.
thought was like, I'm not gonna be able to kill her. I'm gonna have to just leave.
Lost.
Ah,
listen,
damn it! I
I
named
do-
it. I grew attached.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Respectfully, Mossy still plans on killing Crom because that's the
Yes.
I will internalize all. I will accomplish his goals for him after he's dead.
Yeah, I fully. It wouldn't be Marcy without that, honestly.
Problem
Would you
is,
say
you're
that
applying. The problem is, Marcy, right now, this is your own ideas. Nobody has told you anything about related to this.
Saz, would you say if that Marcy met Bane, she'd be like, "Yes, finally somebody who
Marcy
gets it."
is just developing the Bane philosophy on her own. So
Yeah.
No, in fact, Bane will read my works and think, "Damn,
yeah.
Yeah.
this was so right."
That's what we joke. We're the fucking proto Bainites. That's what we discussed the bit is.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see Marcy's Darth Vader name.
All right, maybe I'll go fucking hunting. Big animals, maybe some acolytes, maybe someone will notice. Maybe I can claim the title of the Sith Killer. That's an admirable goal.
You will need a replacement after I kill him.
True, very true, very true. Marcy's so right.
Just numbing that food. I'm not hearing any of this.
Mur will not listen.
Look at
Mur will.
you've got
No.
shacked up with the reasonable one.
Yeah, like what Wes is like mentally realizing it's like
Marcy's realizing, unfortunately, I cannot induct my brother into a philosophical
It's okay.
cult.
It's okay,
But
Marcy.
Mirror right here is pretty vulnerable
Yeah,
right now.
Mur is nodding along to Marcy's words. You're so fucking right.
oh my god, it really did just revert back to being Tua and fucking Marcy
listen,
Ruru and
listen, listen. Mur has one thing inside of her. That's hate. She has a lot of hate for everybody around here except you, Lon.
Oh, what I'm hearing is
Actually,
that
even West, she kind of hates West a bit.
yeah, I'll be honest, Mac. So you have hate outside of character in you and hate inside you in character.
Moving
Well,
on.
I can say what people could say hate, but the problem is I cannot say that on stream.
Moving on. To continue the conversation in character.
No, but we're just not so long. Basically, did that after.
Yeah, and you're right, Marcy. Maybe it's time we start engaging the other people, and hopefully they don't kill us along the way. But
No, it's a bit.
it might be worthwhile.
Let's look at it of ourselves. This one.
Listen,
I think the killing. I think the
if
killing.
everyone here we did in fact just kill anyone who approached them, would there be an academy?
She's not wrong.
I think we might need to evolve out of the mindset that all the Sith violent. Are they malicious, mostly? Yes.
Well,
Are they cruel?
50-50.
Many of them. Is the fundamentals of part of their ideology self-destructive? Yes. But if they were exactly as the Jedi told us, they would not still exist. They would have collapsed after their first defeat. There is clearly more to them than just a self-destructive desire for violence. Otherwise, they would not still be here. There would be no order. You don't have to understand them. You don't have to like them. You need to realize, underneath the robes, past the lightsabers, they are still people. Engage with them like people, like violent people, like unstable people, like paranoid people, but still people.
Worth a shot.
And worse comes to worse, I'll kill them for you.
Yeah, it's not gonna do it myself, theoretically. I still know how to fight it.
Mossy will nod at that.
I haven't fought someone real in fucking day. The only happy time I had was fighting those fucking goons outside. Fuck, I wish they fucking would come back.
Sadly, I think they lack the power to become Force ghosts.
Yeah.
Don't run away.
Smooth doesn't know that. She died at 50-50. I think she died when there were half of them with that.
I
I don't think it's hard to figure it out.
Okay,
no, they're all dead. They're all like what? There was only
Damn,
one
where,
that.
where are they?
Yeah, there
I'm
was-
pretty sure. Well, I'm also
there
pretty sure
was-
Marcy said that.
Yeah.
you
No,
split-
no, Murr just wants more goons to show up.
that's something else.
No, Murr just wants more goons to show up.
Yeah,
You could. I'm not sure Grunt will add it because I don't think he will. But there are like you could ask to like spar with other fucking people and just let out that fucking aggression.
Is that wasn't character saying that?
No, like that's like. Well, you know what? Yeah, Wes is saying that you like. There are probably if there are probably masters in charge of like training. You could just spar with other people. Because whatever your form is, there's people with other forms that you can learn from. There is probably a training area specifically for this. It's an academy. There are probably, if there are Jedi masters who teach lightsaber combat, I'm sure there's a Sith equivalent somewhere.
You can always just ask the overseer that's in charge of you for that.
I think the whole point of this place is you fight each other and then your master will teach you the proper ways. I'm pretty sure that's how this place operates.
Try, Miro.
Try to fucking try.
the worst thing you'll get from asking is confirmation that your assumption is correct. Do you really want to operate on assumptions here? Or you want to hide behind your assumptions? Has the fear of failure paralyzed you so much that you will use it to shut down any avenue?
I'll ask. Alright, we done with the pep talk?
Yes, we're done with the pep talk.
Yes. I won't give a second one. This will either work or it won't.
Yeah, Murr will actually brighten up a bit.
You finish dinner and well, the two of you head off your quarters, the other two to storage closet. Well, are you gonna ask your master now, or gonna?
Yeah, she would ask or send a message to ask Val so she can get back to her whenever she can.
Val always has time for you. What do you mean?
Yeah, she would ask Val if there's any possibility for Maru to market herself to gain the notice of a master.
Oh, is it gotten that bad already?
I don't think so. It seems Maru has a way she wishes to do things, but if I have any advice to give her, she may change that idea.
I've be honest. Your friend is an absolute psychopath.
He's Maru.
Sorry, what did you say?
She's like, she's Maru. That's I have no.
Problem
She's
is
trying not
when
to
you
that
are
mean.
such a psychopath and can't really even hide it. It's not the most appealing quality. A lot of people here gather apprentices that they do things for them. Doesn't strike me as the obedient kind.
Okay.
Ram thinks she is an absolute failure. I don't want to bring it up, but
Ah,
yeah,
is it
no,
just?
surprisingly, you would think, looking at his forever frown. Yeah, actually, it's one of the things I think he despises most about a lot of other Sith warriors that just sort of give in to this violent urge and honestly just make stupid decisions. They get themselves killed, they get others killed. It's just an entire mess. So yeah,
Okay.
why he appreciates your friend Marcy. There's quite a lot of resentment there, but it's more like focused, channeled, you know? I think they're both like rather self-destructive, but Rom can have his opinions, I can have my own, I suppose.
Okay. Okay. Is there I assume the best way to do is try to make Maru focus that raft to something useful?
One way, but I do know of someone who might appreciate her brand of insanity.
Yes?
I could.
Good?
Are you sure that's what you want, though? That's what she
Who-
wants, though.
Well, I would like to hear it out. Who could it be? Who is it that could?
There's a particular Sith master that quite violent, quite aggressive. Will most likely take pleasure in torturing her. Those are the sort of people that appreciate Miru's violent tendencies.
Okay.
I don't generally associate myself with them. I know one that's at least I can talk to without him going on another rant.
Okay. Can I get a name at the very least? I could pass it along. Let her
Go
know.
fuck yourself, bro. That's what you can.
Oh my God, no,
I'm
I
not
can't.
even gonna give you a fucking name. I'm not
Grant,
gonna.
Grant, you're so angry in this session. You yell at many people. Grant, are you okay?
I'm not gonna give you any fucking names.
I can't believe this.
Grant,
Red, why did you do this?
I thought he was-
No,
He
no
gave-
names. No names until you give me confirmation. You accept. The name is
Okay.
irrelevant, Brett. I don't
Okay. Look, I thought you were guilty. Okay.
know how
Okay.
hard it is to find like good Sith names.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
Darth
so sorry.
Paul.
I
There was
didn't
Darth
mean to.
Paul.
Powerful.
I thought you had this
Darth.
already. I apologize. It's on me, Greta. It's on me.
It's
Does-
okay. Kill John
I-
for it.
I can't. I'm trying to kill one shot. Very well. This may be actually what she's looking for. I'll pass along, and if it's all right with you, Master, I'll let her decide.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Thank you. That's appreciated.
Of course. I mean, anything I can do to help. There was nothing else.
Is Zest all right? She's
recovering.
Okay. This is. What does it mean exactly now that she's recovered? Recovering.
Well, don't know. Ula, you may speak plainly with me.
I mean, originally we were told she was supposed to be a part of our group, but then she was left behind, and now she's here again. I assume surviving on her own. Does this mean she'll be on her own again? I haven't seen her around the place since we've been here, so I don't know what she's been doing.
Those her personality, at least what I could gather, doesn't seem the most conducive around here. So, if you are so worried, then maybe you can lend a hand to her, help her out, adjust.
I'm not sure if she's gonna want to hang out with me,
Why
and
not?
I'm not sure. Well, we didn't really have a wonderful goodbye, and I honestly think Marcy would be very less than okay.
Oh, I'm not asking Marcy to help her out. I'm asking you. You don't need to. You can keep the two things separate, surely.
If Zess wants to, at the very least, she is. Well, we do come from the Jedi background, so if she wants to even see any of us,
I think she would be delighted to see a friendly face.
sure. Yeah, of course. I can make some jokes on my expense.
Well, you'll see. Maybe once we get this expedition going, you'll understand a bit better.
Okay.
But no matter how many jokes I make at your expense, doesn't invalidate my opinion of you.
Of course. Sorry. It was made in poor taste, I think.
Quite all right. I am not the most sociable person.
And I am a very sleepy person, so I think we compliment each other on this part.
That we do.
Oh, I'll talk to you later then, Master.
Of course. Yeah, close the palm link.
Yes, she does.
Wes, as you get to your own room, get inside. Well, there's no lightsaber or new robes, but did live something for you. You see this very disheveled, banged up looking astromech with like a note stitched to it. Have fun.
I'm assuming she also left some tools, or is that
Yeah.
too much to ask for?
No, you did leave you some basic tools, and Wes, why don't you give me a perception?
It's a bomb. It's a bomb. I'm gonna upgrade. I'm gonna upgrade an ability. I'm gonna use one of those light points.
Very well.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
Bomb
I
has been
was I
planted.
was not Tech. I'll make you a deal because I'm literally on the fucking item tab.
Uh-huh.
I'll spend another light side point and I'll just give them to you.
What?
I was listen, there's maybe some things that are like important and hidden out of sight. Do you want the
Yeah.
goodies or not?
He's offering
Yes.
successfully.
I was looking at you said I would give them to you. I'm just looking at the item thing.
Well, yeah, because I wasn't gonna add the things unless you fucking you see it now. You see it now.
I see it. I see it
what
now.
is it? I'm looking into.
Amongst the tools that are clearly just kind of like meant to be able to, in a sort of hidden compartment underneath the toolbox, in the toolbox, but kind of like a fake button, there is slicing gear.
Ah,
She knows me so well.
She does. She does. Why give you a lightsaber when that's clearly not what you are interested in?
Listen,
Balance,
at some
Wes, balance.
point, balance. this, I see why Tula likes her.
he got you too.
Isn't Val the
it's-
best teacher ever? Why would you ever
Oh,
want to
the
kill
dark
her?
side.
Lightsabers are fine. Lightsabers are fine and all, and I would like to learn how to be better at it. But also, listen, everybody needs a hobby. I'm gonna have an astromech, guys.
Unless there's any last conversations between Marcy and Miru as they head to the storage department.
I'll be honest, yeah, Mossy will just say that don't need to like them. Like anyone. Kill literally every single person on Korriban by yourself.
Interesting. Thanks for the pep talk, Marcy.
No problem.
Kind of shit just kind of like war drifting apart, and the West Patrol did not help.
He made a decision. He made a decision that let him stay true to himself. You can call it weakness, you can call it strength. Different people would call it different things, but he completely refused to bend. I know some people don't know what to call that. It takes strength to stick to your commitments, and it also takes a complete cowardice to cling to them in the face of danger, certain death that could be easily avoided.
That's we're all drifting apart right now. And on my own, I'm
Are
sure
we?
they're not gonna.
I don't hate Tula. Thought I was shifting apart from her. Not. The hours after it happened, I thought I'd never speak to Wes again. I thought I'd hate him. I'm certain he hated me. But not yet. Who is drifting, Hero?
I'm happy that I'm happy that's not that it was just my mistaken perception.
Stay true to yourself, Miru. No matter what happens.
Or we'll just nod and give a smile.